Yup, I got a drone. I've been planning on buying a drone for a long time because drone videography and drone photography are just both something that I really love the look of. Now, seeing as I've never had a drone, I wanted to get something cheap that I could learn and I could practice with, but I still didn't want it to be, you know, a toy. So there was a particular drone that I've been eyeing for actually about 2 years. And now that when I got a gift card for a store that sells them, I decided that it was finally time to pull the trigger and get it. And this is not that one. No, the one I ordered was supposed to be delivered in 3 to 7 days. But as soon as I ordered it, actually 2 days after that, I got notified that, yeah, because of supply issues, it's gonna take another month, even though they were supposed to have it in stock. Well, anyway, so I was talking to my dad about this, and he mentioned that, well, you know, I have a drone that I actually got for that very same purpose, but that he has not been able to use or practice with because my parents' dog, which is the most gentle and peaceful dog in the whole world, goes absolutely ballistic over drones. He went on to explain that the drone has therefore been just sitting on a shelf gathering dust, and that if I wanted, I could just come and pick it up. He also told me the price that he had paid for this particular drone, and it was 250 euros. Or $266. So it was supposedly decent quality. Well, this is it. The Hubsan FPV X4 Plus H107D. Finding information about this drone was extremely difficult. I mean, apparently Hubsan does make decent drones. I wouldn't know because my knowledge on drones is extremely limited. The only brand that I know is DJI, and I don't even know their whole lineup. But regardless, I was excited to try out my first actual drone ever. Because, you know, I'd been waiting to fly one and see what kind of footage I can get with a cheap drone. And speaking of footage, the drone has a 720p or 1080p camera. The uncertainty comes from the fact that even the website itself doesn't know. It can make up its mind. And the manual, it doesn't mention the specs of the drone itself at all. So there's that. Well, but regardless, here are some examples of the footage. Yeah, I think even 720p is reaching a lot. And the other features include the ability to hold its altitude, which I think would be possible, but not really. I'll explain that a little later. It has headless mode, which means that it doesn't matter which way the drone itself is facing. The controls will always work as if it's facing the direction that it was. So when you go up and you go forward, it goes this way. In headless mode, even if the drone is this way and you're in the same place and you press forward, it goes that way. Apparently that's good for beginners. I don't understand how, but whatever. It has expert mode, which increases the increments of the sensitivity adjustment for the sticks. Okay. Built-in LEDs, so it's easier to see the drone. As you can see, the red and blue flashing there. And a micro SD slot for recording your footage, both on the drone and on the controller. Speaking of the controller, this is it. It's huge. It feels like incredibly cheap plastic, but it also feels like it's 90% hollow. I mean, listen to this. I can imagine that opening this thing would just show me like one circuit board the size of a USB stick in the middle, and that's it. Regardless, it does have a 4.3-inch display, which is absolutely terrible quality. It's also supposed to be making the connection using a 5.8 gigahertz connection for minimal interference. I wouldn't know if that works or not, because the live feed is incredibly choppy, and I would never, ever trust the display, the live feed, to be the reference to which to control the drone to. That was a lot of times I said to. The controller does have a port for VR goggles, because it is an FPV drone, but there is not a chance I would ever try that out if the live feed is something to go by. I mean, I can handle VR, I can handle rough VR, and I know I would be vomiting all over the place if I got that live feed in VR goggles. Nope, not happening. Now the drone has a 520 milliamp hour battery, which does give it an 7-minute flight time with an hour of charging, which I've observed to be relatively true. It is very short, but in a drone this size, I think that's kind of the norm. And I don't mind the drone's battery life. The controller, however, it uses 4 AA batteries. What? Not only that, it eats them like Skittles. I put in some high quality, extra long life AA batteries, and after maybe 6 to 8 flights, it's down to 2 out of the 5 battery bar things. Just give me a rechargeable battery, please. Now Hubsan does say that the range on the drone would be 100 meters, but I really can't comment on that since my ability to test that out has been quite limited. Also the max speed, no idea. So with all that, how is the usability? Well, I've actually been just going from problem to problem to problem to problem. First of all, the drone will just not stay level. Now keep in mind, this thing had not been used before I got it. So if there is problem with the drone itself, that has been there since it came. But the problem is that once the drone goes up, it will constantly drift to the left. And I'm not talking about a slight, slow movement. I'm talking completely just to the left. The manual that I managed to find in the end, because bless my dad, he gotten rid of the box and the manual, did have several different ways to calibrate both the drone and the controller. And out of the 3, 2 of them somewhat worked. The third one never did what it was supposed to. And after calibrating it several times, nothing changed. It's still veering to the left. Now if we look past that, the drone is incredibly light. It's 140 grams. The drone will be absolutely blown away by the slightest of wind. I think I can blow it out of its, balance that it never has. I'm sure that's common with lighter drones, but this is so prominent that I cannot imagine a situation where I would want to take this with me on a trip or outside in general. And I also don't know why I would want to take it out, because the camera is such garbage. Have a few more images here. What is this? So that is my first ever drone experience. Hopefully when my other drone arrives, it will be a better experience. Now, I just want to ask, if you are a drone aficionado, my dad paid 250 euros for this maybe 2 years ago. Did he get ripped off? Or is this what you get for that money? I mean, I have nothing to compare this to because this is my first drone. And the Amazon reviews that this has, it's not for sale anymore, so no links. Not that I would want to link it anyway. But the Amazon site that it has does have 3.4 star reviews. So I really can't say. Let me know what you think in the comments. My name is lowfigh. I wish you all a great and wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, and like and comment and subscribe. Yeah? Good. Okay, bye.